Hi everyone, Ilu here. I hope that you will enjoy this video since we have another MikroTik product to unbox and talk about. So, this is OmniTIK 5 PoE AC, or how MikroTik calls it, RB OmniTIK PG 5 HACD. It's a really big name, so let's open the box and see what's hidden behind such a weird name. Inside, as always, we can find brief manual and protective cover, which we'll remove right now. Here is the device itself. We'll talk about it in a second. We have big and rather unusual adapter, because this one is 28 volts, 2.57 amps. Remember that MikroTik mostly ships its device with 24 volt adapters. In the box we can also find a PoE injector, mounting bracket for the pole, and clamp for the pole, also the power cable for the adapter itself. But I would like to mention one more thing. Since this is mounting bracket for the pole, if you want to mount it on the wall, you will need a Quick Mount Pro. So yeah, that's what is needed to mount this device on the wall. I will remove the box and now let's take a look at the device itself. As you can see, it's really long, and dimensions are 460 by 109 and 58 millimeters of thickness. It is powered by a single core MIPS B CPU, QCA 9557, and it's paired with 108 megabytes of RAM and 60 megabytes of flash. And router OS license level is 4. This device has 6 LEDs on the front, one for the power and one for each of its ports. Talking about ports, we can see 8 plastic tabs under it that can be broken off for cable pass-through. After unscrewing, give me a second, screwing the screw at the bottom, we can lift the cover and see its ports. We can see the reset button, 5 gigabit ports. One is for PoE in and 4 for PoE out. USB A and the ground. No power jack, so it can only be powered by PoE injector or other PoE device, which is different than other devices. So this device is interesting combination of pole mounted AP and a PoE switch. Why switch? Well, because it's weak CPU, we can't expect great things from it, but for access point that can power out devices like cameras or maybe 60 GHz point-to-point devices, it does its job perfectly. So now let me give you a rundown of the PoE capabilities of this OmniTIK. As I said, we only have single PoE input, and that's on the port number 1. So remember, port number 1 is the DC PoE. Maximum power consumption with all the PoE devices is 66 watts, and maximum power consumption without attachments is 18 watts. The PoE in, as I said, it's only passive, unfortunately, and the PoE in input voltage is between 12 and 57 volts. Of course, if you want to use 48 volts like for all other PoE devices, you should. PoE out ports are Ethernet 2 to 5, and PoE out supports 802.3 AF80, and maximum output per port, if you using input voltage between 18 and 30 volts, is 1 amps, and maximum amperage on port, if you're using input between 30 and 57 volts, is 450 milliamps. Maximum total output in amps is 2 amps. So yeah, and last but not least, this device has high power 802.11a and an AC via QCA 9892 chip paired with two integrated 7.5 dBi 5 GHz Omni antennas. As I previously said, this device is ideal as pole mount MP that will also power other devices. So this is all for me for this video. Like it, share it, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. You'll sign out. Bye.